what is SPF, DKIM, and DMARC. So let's start with SPF. SPF. SPF is nothing but Sender Policy Framework. Imagine SPF is a DNS text record. DNS text record. Okay. It lists all the IP address or the mail servers that are authorized to send emails on behalf of a domain. Imagine your server sends an email from the domain called user at abc.com. Okay, so abc.com is the domain. The receiving email server checks the SPF record of abc.com. It verifies and checks if the email originates from an IP listed in the domain's SPF. It's like a record. It checks there and see whether the IP is listed there. If it does not exist, then SPF is changed to fail. So SPF protects from spoofing of mail. Spoofing. So the next concept is DKIM. DKIM means domain keys identified email. Domain keys identified email. Okay. So this is a digital signature mechanism which is used by the sending domain to sign the outgoing emails. So how does it works? Imagine the sending email server signs the specific header and body hash of the email using its private key. So private key, so header and body hash. This is being signed. The public key, okay, public key, this is stored in DNS under DKIM selector. So imagine the receiving email server, it extracts the DKM DKIM signature from the email address. So the receiver uses the domain's public key to verify who has signed this message and if somebody has made any changes or altered in the transit. Okay. So the main purpose of DKIM is to ensure integrity. Integrity, which means the email content is in modified, okay, and authenticity. It confirms the mail is signed by valid domain. So it acts as a strong anti-spoofing for the from header. Okay, you know the from header in the email. So DKM protects as an anti-spoofing agent. However, DKM does not tell you whether the sender is authorized by the domain owner, which is the SPF. Also, it cannot define action if the action is a failure. Okay, so this is something about DKIM. So let's see what is a DMARC. So DMARC stands for domain-based message authentication reporting and conformance. So DMARC, the main purpose of DMARC is to define how the receiver or the receiving email should treat the email if SPF and DKIM is failed. So imagine a DMARC text record such as V equal to DMARC 1, P equal to reject, RUA equal to DMARC at abc.com. Here the DMARC checks for alignment. The from domain, is it aligned with the SPF domain? Okay, and based on the alignment results, DMARC will apply the policy. So there are three type of policies. One is P equal to none, which is the policy is in monitor mode. Okay. Next is P equal to quarantine, which is like the mail will be sent to spam. Okay. The third option is P equal to reject, which means block the email completely. So let me reiterate, P equal to none. Okay, which means monitor mode. It is just monitor and no action is taken. Okay. P equal to quarantine, which means it send the email to spam. Then third option is reject, which is like the email is blocked. So DMARC is a strong protection against domain spoofing. Okay, so it prevents phishing and impersonation. So all these three concepts are really very important: SPF, DKIM, and DMARC, especially from an interview perspective as well. So let's take a real life example. Okay, imagine SPF as a company's access control list at the network gate. Okay, imagine there is a gate or a main delivery gate of your company. Okay, so somebody is delivering a courier to your company. So at the delivery gate, there will be a range of like IPs, or imagine like a vehicles. Okay, these are the list of authorized vehicles that would be allowed inside the company. Similarly, there will be a list of IP range. Okay, only the authorized items will be delivered to the company. Okay, so what the gatekeeper will do, he will check against the ACL, access control list. Okay, if yes, then the delivery is allowed. If it is suspicious, then it is not allowed. So similarly, DKIM is a tamper-proof digital seal. Okay, imagine your company uses a digitally secured envelope. Okay, it might have a holographic signature. Okay, or a cryptographic company seal. So if somebody tries to tamper it, okay, the seal will be broken and the integrity is compromised. So we can be very sure that if it is signed, then it is coming from the right source and the integrity is not compromised. So that is the purpose of DKIM. So DMARC, it's like corporate security policy and the incident reporting system combined. Okay, so imagine you have a CISO in your company who wants to define a strict security policy for the email deliverables. Okay, if the email is not coming from a approved email domain, for example SPF, or if the email does not have a proper DKIM signature, okay, then you need to take either of the action. One is none, meaning it is in the monitor mode. It will just log the incident, okay. The next is quarantine. It will put the delivery in a suspicious bin, which is the spam box. Reject. It doesn't accept the delivery at all, okay. So hope you guys are very much clear on what is SPF, DKIM, DMARC. If you have any queries, please feel free to post the comments in the comment section and I'll be glad to assist you. Thank you.